Hi friends, I'm Eleanor. Welcome back to Nostalgic Home Decor. Today, we're stepping into a butter yellow kitchen, the kind of cheerful cottage kitchen that feels like sunshine coming through lace curtains, a kettle warming on the stove, and a little vase of yellow flowers brightening the table. In this video, we'll look at simple decorating ideas for bringing butter yellow into a farmhouse kitchen without making it feel too bright or too busy. We'll talk about creamware, warm wood, vintage home decor, kitchen storage, yellow flowers, and those small, affordable home upgrades that can make an older kitchen feel cared for again. Before we begin, I'd love to know, do you have an old kitchen treasure? Maybe a mixing bowl, a plate, a little cabinet piece, or a wooden spoon that still makes you smile every time you see it. Butter yellow works best when it feels soft, not loud. Think of the colour of fresh churned butter, a faded gingham apron, or morning light on painted cabinets. In a cottage-style kitchen, this shade can be used on walls, cabinet interiors, open shelving, a pantry door, or even just a small painted stool. For a full kitchen makeover, butter yellow cabinets can be beautiful, especially when paired with cream trim and warm wood counters. But you do not have to repaint the whole room to enjoy the feeling. A yellow bread box, a painted tray, a vintage enamel canister, or a little checked curtain under the sink can bring in the colour in a much easier way. One helpful interior design tip is to use butter yellow as the happy note. Then let cream, white, and wood keep everything calm. If the room already has oak cabinets or a pine table, Yellow can soften the space and make the wood feel intentional rather than outdated. This is one of my favorite home decor ideas for older kitchens because it does not ask the room to become modern. It simply helps the kitchen look loved, bright, and freshly cared for. Creamware is a lovely partner for butter yellow because it gives the eye a quiet place to rest. A row of cream pitchers on an open shelf, a stack of simple white plates, or a small collection of old pudding bowls can make a farmhouse kitchen feel collected but not cluttered. Try placing creamware against a pale yellow wall or inside a painted cabinet. The contrast is soft but still visible. If you have a china cabinet, hutch, or open shelving, group pieces by shape rather than scattering them everywhere. Put pitchers together, bowls together, and plates together. That little bit of home organization makes a vintage display look thoughtful. You can also use creamware practically. A small pitcher can hold teaspoons near the coffee area. A shallow bowl can catch recipe cards. A larger crock can hold wooden utensils beside the stove. Good cottage decorating is pretty, but it should also help the kitchen work better. And if your pieces are not matching, that is perfectly all right. In fact, that is part of the charm. A cottage kitchen should look gathered over time, maybe one piece from your mother, one from a flea market, one from a yard sale, and one from the back of your own cupboard. Yellow flowers are one of the easiest ways to wake up a kitchen. Daffodils in spring, black-eyed Susans in summer, golden mums in autumn, or even simple grocery store daisies can bring that cheerful feeling without a big home renovation project. For a nostalgic farmhouse kitchen, choose containers that feel familiar. A cream pitcher, a clear glass jar, a small stoneware crock, or a white enamel coffee pot can all become flower vessels. The container matters almost as much as the flowers because it adds that old-fashioned kitchen story. Here is a simple styling tip. Keep the flowers low enough that you can still talk across the table. A wide little arrangement in the center of a wooden table often feels more welcoming than a tall, dramatic bouquet. You can also make a small flower moment near the sink. A tiny jar of yellow blossoms by the window can make dishwashing feel a little more pleasant. That is the kind of decorating I love, not just for company, but for everyday life. And friends, tell me in the comments, do you prefer fresh flowers in the kitchen, or do you like using good quality faux stems that you can bring out year after year? Butter yellow can become too sugary if everything around it is pale. That is where warm wood comes in. A scrubbed pine table, oak cutting boards, a maple rolling pin, or a honey-toned breadboard gives the room depth. Warm wood is especially helpful in a farmhouse kitchen because it adds usefulness as well as beauty. A stack of cutting boards leaning against the backsplash can hide a plain wall and make the counter feel styled. A wooden tray can gather the butter dish, salt cellar, and small vase so the counter looks tidy. For small kitchen ideas, try using vertical space. Hang a narrow wooden shelf for mugs, place a peg rail for aprons and baskets, or use a small wall rack for plate. These little kitchen storage solutions can make a room feel more open while still keeping everyday things close at hand. The secret is to choose wood pieces that look clean and well kept. Vintage does not have to mean worn out. A polished old table, a smooth rolling pin, or a cared-for cutting board can carry family memory while still looking beautiful. A butter yellow kitchen loves simple pattern. Gingham, ticking stripes, tiny florals, and old-fashioned checks all work beautifully, but they should be used with a gentle hand. Instead of filling the whole room with pattern, choose 2 or 3 places. Maybe yellow gingham cafe curtains, a striped dish towel, and a small floral cushion on a breakfast chair. That is enough to make the room feel cheerful without overwhelming it. Textiles are also affordable home upgrades. A new valance, a washable rug, or fresh chair pads can change the mood of a kitchen faster than almost anything else. If your kitchen is neutral, butter yellow fabric can give it a seasonal refresh. If your kitchen already has colour, choose cream and yellow patterns to tie everything together. For a more vintage home decor feeling, look for embroidered tea towels, crocheted trim, checked napkins, or a small tablecloth with a faded floral border. These are the kinds of pieces you might find at an estate sale, folded in a linen drawer or tucked away in a family cupboard. Every kitchen needs one little corner that feels finished. It does not have to be large. It might be a breakfast nook, a shelf beside the sink, a coffee tray, or the top of a small cabinet. For a butter yellow cottage corner, start with one anchor piece. That could be a warm wooden tray, a creamware pitcher, a yellow floral plate, or a small lamp with a pleated shade. Then add 2 useful items and 1 pretty item. For example, a tray with coffee mugs, a sugar bowl, and a small jar of yellow flowers. This keeps the display from turning into clutter. It also gives the eye a clear focal point, which is important in kitchen design. A room feels calmer when every pretty thing is not shouting for attention. This is also a lovely way to use family heirlooms. Maybe your grandmother's mixing bowl sits on the open shelf. Maybe your mother's cream pitcher holds flowers. Maybe an old recipe box sits near the stove, even if you only open it once in a while. These little touches remind us that a kitchen is not just a workroom. It is a place where families have gathered, meals have been made, and ordinary days have become memories. A butter yellow kitchen does not have to be fancy. It simply needs a little light, a little order, and a few pieces that feel meaningful. Creamware, yellow flowers, warm wood, soft pattern, and practical kitchen storage can turn an ordinary room into a cheerful cottage space that feels both useful and full of heart. If today's ideas gave you a bit of inspiration for your own farmhouse kitchen, I hope you'll like this video, subscribe to Nostalgic Home Decor, and leave a comment telling me what butter yellow treasure you would love to add to your kitchen. Thank you for spending this time with me, friends. I'm Eleanor, and I'll see you again soon for more vintage home decor, cottage-style decorating ideas, and gentle homemaking inspiration.